Hi everyone, welcome back. I want to thank you for supporting the channel, for subscribing, sharing with others, giving feedback. We love doing these videos for you all, providing some of that content that we utilize a lot with our clients here at Tricord. We're moving offices this week, so we're kind of busy through the weekend on the weekends, and that's going to hopefully wrap up here soon. So I've got a little bit of a shorter video for you now that I think everyone can relate to. One of the things that I deal with a lot when I talk to people, whether it's individuals or couples, is are you even listening? And people want to know that. Are you even listening? Does it matter what I'm saying? People want to know they have a voice, that it's being heard, that it matters. In fact, one of the first things that people do when they meet somebody in the first 10, 15 seconds is they answer three very important questions. The first question they ask is, do I trust you? I don't know how that's determined, but there's some vibe that we give off with people that I call a genuineness vibe. And if people don't get the genuineness vibe, then they just don't trust for whatever reason. So they ask, do I trust you? The second thing they want to know is, do you know what you're doing? Are you competent? And it's not that they overlook the first question, but if they get a yes, then they want to know if you're qualified to help them or to meet a need. The third thing that people ask is, do you care about me? Now, this is not just something that we go through in our minds when we meet someone. Frankly, it's three questions that we continue to ask others in a relationship, especially when it comes to being heard. Do I trust you? Do you know what you're doing? Do you care about me? And so I want to share something real simple with you that I use with my clients a lot. I call it the three-legged stool of active listening. You can take an active listening course and you can learn about being present with people and responsive instead of reactive, or actually in tune with attentiveness and listening to what they're saying rather than trying to think of what you're saying while they're talking. Really hearing what they're saying. One of the things that I encourage people to do with active listening is listen so intently that if you had to get up on stage and give a speech on what they just said, now how interested are you in what they're saying? I mean, that's true active listening. But there's the three-legged stool of active listening, and I'll just share them with you quickly and then unpack them for just a minute. Hearing, understanding, and caring. Hearing is that part where you have to be involved in active listening to really take in what people are saying, which means you can't deal with distractions. I think I heard it said that in a conversation, that our conscious mind can handle 40 to 70 bits of information per second, but our subconscious minds can process like 40 to 70 trillion bits of information per second. It's just this crazy difference. Which means that when I'm actively listening to you, I really can't multitask. I can't be watching television, be on my phone. I can't do other things. I have to just totally sell out to what you're saying. And that metaphor of having to be on stage and to now repeat what you said in your own words in front of a bunch of people, that kind of puts it at the right level of intensity. So hearing is the first part. Now, obviously, if you don't hear, then you can't go to the next one, which is understanding. Understanding is my ability to be able to reframe or rephrase what you're saying in my own words and to really take it in. It's not me repeating what you've said. It's me saying what you said in my words to the extent where the person sharing the information will say, yes, that's what I said. So understanding is a big deal. Again, if you don't hear, then you can't understand. But be very careful now, because if you go into the third realm here, you're on the hook, and that's caring. And so caring means I've heard you, I've understood you to the extent where now I'm going to respond to what you've said. I'm going to actively participate in things that develop our relationship on a deeper level, that share with you that I really did hear you. And if I begin to do those things, then your analysis is this: wow, you heard me, you understood, and you care. Now here's the problem: if you begin to care and then you stop caring, well, you're on the hook now. You are now responsible for information, and you can no longer say I didn't hear you or I didn't understand you. I responded in ways that you validated. So I have to continually be reminded, perhaps, that the caring component of our relationship is in jeopardy, or that it's doing great. But you have to measure the caring part, if in fact that's how far you've come. If I know that you've cared about me in the past and now you're not caring for me, then I'm assuming either that you don't care, that you don't want to care, or that you're just choosing to actively not care. And those are three different issues with three different sets of solutions. But the reality is, these three components of active listening is what it takes for your partner to say to you, okay, you get me, you see me, you hear me, and what I want is, it matters. I mean, really, in relationships, what else matters other than you mattering? And so I want to just share that with you quickly. Next week, I want to deal with boundaries. I want to talk to you about the three boundaries of a healthy relationship. And I hope that that's something that you can use and maybe share. If you haven't already shared some of this with somebody that you care about, somebody that can use it, we're here to produce quality, sometimes hard hitting, but content that really makes a difference in people's lives. We're just here to help. So if there's anything you'd like to hear from us, let us know. Leave a comment below, and we're here to serve. So hope you have a great week.